And now we're back to the John 2 Zone with your host, John. Welcome back to episode 26.
That sounds right.
Yes, and the Yukon Huskies just beat Purdue 75-60 to become the first team to win consecutive national titles since Florida in 2007. Wow. What a bit of history I did not watch. Not in the slightest. And that's not even because I just didn't want to watch the game. I figured I knew it was going to happen. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But, nah. You know what? No, I wanted to watch it. I was going to watch it. But there was too many devices streaming on our account. Don't know how that happened, but it happened. But I remember another time that happened, and I didn't realize why it was happening until I got back here. And it took me way too long to put two and two together. Because remember the night that you guys watched Smiling Friends?
Yeah.
I was still at home. We were watching college basketball. And I get on another TV, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch Generation Kill. And it says too many devices streaming. I was like, what? And I looked around the house, and I was like, we only put it on this many devices. So I was like, that's weird. That's not how it should work. And so I had to go and turn off I don't know, someone's TV while they weren't paying attention so I could watch my stuff. And it wasn't until I got back and you guys were like, oh yeah, we watched just Smiling Friends on HBO. That's whenever I put two and two together. I was like, you fiends.
Well, to be fair, we weren't watching the new episode on HBO. That was on YouTube.
No, somebody was watching Smiling Friends.
Well, yeah, we watched one or two episodes beforehand, but
Exactly. And it lined up. They're 10-minute episodes for 20 minutes. I was not able to get on. It just lined up perfectly. And god damn it, it worked. And I only put the timeline together fairly recently because I was thinking about TV shows and whenever they're finally released at midnight, and I was like, oh yeah, Smiling Friends was released at midnight. And I was thinking, what was I doing at midnight? Because I remember not getting that much sleep. I was like, oh yeah, I was watching TV. Oh wait, I couldn't watch TV for a little bit. Oh yeah, Smiling Friends was on. It was one of those. It was one of my sauna thoughts. I think maybe you're just I turned off my brain, just thought. Which I was able to do finally for the first time this past Sunday. I was so happy. I just sat down. I was able just to sit down and read. It felt like my brain was just unfogging. I was like, all right, I shouldn't think about the TikTok Riz party anymore. I was able to replace one media with the other. Thank God. Because I was consuming me.
I feel like TikTok Riz Party is the mark of the beast.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, well, it was just a wild. It was a wild 2 days. Not because I felt like I was going insane because I was 23 years old. I shouldn't know what that is, but then I saw how many likes and how many views that. It was a Sweet 16. It was a video of some friends at a Sweet 16. And it went mega viral. People started putting other trends in onto these people. Started making fan cast. It was truly a perfect storm. I don't think... Could this have happened with Vine or early TikTok? I don't think so. Granted, there's still memes and stuff, but I feel just a random video of a Sweet 16 wouldn't have gone this dummy viral if it weren't for the time and age we're at. So it's so perplexing to me. I think I wasn't enamored by the children in the video, more just the time and place where we're at, where that could just go to the moon and that we can just, without our consent, just be thrown into these children. Other children are analyzing these children.
I feel like this whole situation is like the exact opposite of like whenever a movie tries to be hip by saying, oh, this character is going viral and it's them doing some stupid shit, but then this is just like entirely just mundane and people are going wild for it.
It was, yeah, and it was entirely organic too. I saw one video. Someone was like, "These kids are media trained." I was like, "No, everyone just like knows now. We all have everyone kind of has an idea of what their digital footprint looks like, and I think children now have better conscience of it. Like, granted, like they maybe lack some other social skills that we lost during COVID, or they lack like actual tangible skills. But what they lack in that is that they have a very good understanding of the online, place.
The internet.
Yeah, they have I was going to say digital marketplace, but that doesn't sound right. That's a marketplace. I'm talking
Facebook,
about like social
They have
media.
a really good idea of what Facebook Marketplace is like.
Yeah, just a bunch of weirdos on there. And like that's another thing. There's a lot. I think we are getting dumber as a society. And it's not because like the idiots are making children. It's like, no, we're just like not investing in our education, and there's less and less funds going to public schools.
Unless teachers willing to put up with the bullshit.
Yeah, we're not paying teachers, and so smart teachers are going somewhere else. But it's not that. It's that, but the children can still be smart in other ways. It's just not in ways that are beneficial to society. It's more beneficial for like their future selves are being like plastered all over the internet.
Yeah, there's street smart, there's book smart, and there's internet smart. At least the first two are going to apply in real life.
Yeah, we're leaving a generation of kids that are street smart in any capacity, but now they're digital smart. Like these kids that went mega viral, they're gonna find a way to. They won't, if they're smart. They won't be Blue Tie Kid and Turkish Quandale Diggle for much longer. They'll be their names, and we're going to be like, wait, why are they like public figures? Like, oh yeah, they're the TikTok Riz group. And that's just how it happens. Like, I think that's just how it's going to, it's similar with like Mason Ramsey, someone you do. They had one viral moment, Lil Nas X, one viral moment, and then boom, now they made it. It's just, granted, Lil Nas X was like grinding at it. These kids are just like here. And I think there's a lot more ownership. Like Alex from Target, something like that. Damn Daniel. Those guys, I don't think they have the staying power. They didn't have staying power back then. But I think they can have more staying power now. Because now they can just go, everyone has a podcast. So they can just go on, the media cycle and just keep their name in and then find their own niche somewhere. It's truly a remarkable place that we've created. I'm interested how far we can go. I'm intrigued by these children. I really am. Especially because you could see it. Now it's like not just things you see on TikTok. It's like now not seeping into. Every word I'm about to use has like a negative connotation, but I mean it positively, in the sense that like in college football, college basketball, we're getting a lot more, guys that paint their fingernails or do like TikTok dances, or there's even like a dude that he had a bunch of funny TikToks. I think his brother was on like a NBA G League team. And everyone was like, "Wait, what? This guy can hoop too? This is insane." Where was I going?
Beats me.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, no, I lost it. I lost my mind in my semblance. It's because we're in the green screen room now.
In that case, will you excuse me for a second?
What are you doing? I don't know if he's getting something, but I can handle this on my own. Yeah, but the state that we're in, it's pretty wild. One thing I want to talk about while Luke's gone, Zach Edey, 7'4" beast. He's okay. Yeah, I was gonna. Is the audio like a little?
It's better now.
Okay. Yeah, I did hear like a little bit of an echo, but I was like, I don't know if that's just like me hearing it or. But yeah, okay. So the best player on Purdue is a 7'4" Asian guy. He's the biggest motherfucker, and he won like the Naismith, like the best award he can win for college basketball player. There's so many videos of him Snapchatting girls, going out to bars. There's a video of him like at a house party and like walking a girl into a room, like shutting the door, and everyone around would be like, like, oh, we know what's about to happen. And I was thinking it was a part of that where so much of our generation is in the public eye because of TikTok and because of just all these digital platforms. And I was thinking, like, at first it was like, oh, that's just, that's how we are. Nobody can have the squeaky clean record because it's all just etched in time on the internet. But it's not because he's not getting all these videos because he's such a public figure and because he's just not because he's not just because he's the biggest basketball player. It's because he's 7'4". He can't hide that shit. He's gonna try his. That's the thing about being a tall dude. You can't hide it. Every NBA player, it sucks because they all know like the rules of being out and like hooking up with women and like same with like actors and all, like anyone in like the public figure. But actors are able like to get away with it because they kind of just look like anybody. But if you're an athlete, if you're 7'4", 6'9", 6'8", people look at you. You can't hide that. Even if you aren't in the NBA, you see tall people. And so
I see tall people.
It's very funny because whenever you see it, he's a normal guy. He's just 7'4", and it's so funny to see because he could get away with all of this if he was like 6'3", 6'2", even like 6'5", 6'4". He'd get away with it. But it's crazy because he's such a big motherfucker, and he's like, I'm going to go grab a beer before the biggest game of my life yesterday. And there's just videos all over the internet. There's like, what is this guy doing? And I bet you like so many other players have done that, but they just look like a normal person, so they're able to get away with it. I would hate to be that tall because then you just like, you don't blend in with the crowd as much.
You hit your head on every doorway.
That is true. Whenever he was bringing that girl in his room, he almost had to just like completely just. Well.
Yeah, imagine him having to go into the U-boat at the Museum of Science and Industry.
The what?
Oh yeah, I forgot you weren't actually there.
God damn it!
But yeah, like I had to duck,
All right.
and I'm only 6 foot.
Yeah. All right, slight flex. Okay. That was whenever I went to Spain, and we went to. It was like the wine cellars, and I got really close to hitting my head a couple of times. You can't enjoy life in general. You can't go into like smaller crevices. It's gonna take me a while, but I think my height is the ideal height. There's many of things that like, I'm tall enough to where I could reach like the highest shelf, but I'm also short enough to where my head's not gonna hit that many things. There's a lot of things where I'll like see if I can hit it, but I won't. And I think that's perfect. I think
Yeah, well, you're like right around the height that everything in this world was designed for, because you got to design for the average height, and you're right about that.
the world revolves around me, and that's why I have a podcast. It was built for me. The medium was built because with me in mind. They're like, what's this 6-foot Mexican? How is he going to excel in this world? You're going to have the shittiest podcast of all time with a green screen he can't even use because of lighting.
I mean, we could go get more lights to make it usable.
Nah, that's too much. I want someone to think that they can. If someone goes out of their way to find or to watch the podcast and get to this point 16 minutes in, and you can green screen in something, by all means do it, but I don't think it's possible. I think we've made it difficult. What would we even green screen?
Yeah, I don't know. Just do like a Microsoft Solitaire thing and just like have you bouncing around.
Yeah, we could also do we can make it like a late night, just like background.
Yeah, we could reuse the background that I had you on for my VFX project at the end of last year.
I haven't seen that. I have no idea.
Have I not shown it to you yet?
No.
Okay.
I'll
I'll have to do that at some point.
Okay, yeah. I need to know how I look on camera. I've done this 26 times. It was literally the same setup too.
Yeah, wait, was it no because we were using the table upstairs, not this one.
Yeah, but still, it's the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like a more DIY version of that. But it's my last acting credit so far. My photo roman was before that.
No.
So I need to get back. That'd be sick. I should get into acting. I feel I was about to say something dumb, but I couldn't bring myself. Something like I wear a mask every day or something like that. But I was like, no, let's bail on that.
John is the fake identity. John 2 is the real him.
Yeah, John is just your everyday. He's the digital marketer. He's the guy that does his 9 to 5. John 2 is the guy that gets on Twitter and starts causing a ruckus by saying, I'm the biggest idiot of all time, like my tweets, and then get like 2 likes, and one of them's a bot. That's the real John 2. That's what John 2 is all about. Friendship and loving.
And online mediocrity.
Exactly. If I didn't have the name The John 2 Zone, if we ever get someone else, that should be the name, Online Mediocrity. I feel like that's going to be the next name. If we can ever I could get someone to co-host a podcast with me. I just need them to have a way bigger platform than me.
Yeah.
I think I could do it. I just got to find someone. We'll see. The possibilities, quite frankly, are endless. They know. They can see how deep my bag is, where I can talk about politics and Sports. Yeah, I could talk about sports. What else? What are some topics that we always reuse? We could talk about the Baltimore Bridge. Oh, we could talk about Big Justice and AJ again. God, I love those guys. The chicken bake.
Oh yeah.
God, I love those guys. But yeah, okay. 7'4" monster trying to be sneaky. The fella's using my Macs when I was back home and I couldn't watch my programming. People don't say that anymore. I want to watch my programs. Now it's just like, I need to watch this session. That's what white people are saying now. But I think I'm going to start saying that. I'm going to watch my program. It's just, yeah. Did you see the eclipse?
I saw it dark outside, but I was like getting in the shower, so I didn't actually see it.
Fair. I had a feeling, and I don't know if it was HBO being shitty, but I was trying to watch Black Swan this afternoon while getting some work, God, my voice was about to crack. But yeah, I was watching Black Swan in the afternoon while trying to get some work done, and the feed kept on just like fucking up. I don't know what it was. At first, I was like, "Is this like a creative decision to just be like really weird?" And I was like, "This isn't an eclipse, is it?" And I was like, "Dude, eclipse is fucking everything up, bro. This is fucked." But no, I didn't. I didn't see it either. I mean, it's crazy because it's not gonna happen for until like another 45 years.
Yeah, have you seen an eclipse before?
Dude, I don't know. I
I
genuinely don't know.
Yeah, there was one that went through Wisconsin itself back in 2017, and I saw that one. So I was like,
Okay.
I don't really care enough to like go drive into southern Indiana to see this one.
Yeah, because whenever I went to the gym, the girl that was at the front desk was like, "Did you see it?" I was like, "Nah, not really. I didn't have the glasses, so I didn't go outside." And she's like, "I saw it. Want to see pictures?" I was like, "Okay." So I saw the pictures, and we were talking about it, and we are like, "Yeah, the next like real one isn't coming until 2045." And I accidentally said, "Yeah, if I hope I can make it to see that one." And they laughed, and I walked off, and I was like, that was a lot more morbid than I really intended that joke to be. And because like it's not that. I mean, by 45, I'll be 44. I feel like that's a reasonable age to still be alive.
Yeah, like even in our climate changing hellscape, like that's still pretty reasonable to assume you'll be alive.
Yeah, I feel like I could thug it out till then. But I didn't realize how I said it, and it wasn't until they were like, you can tell when someone's like a good old, just like, I get the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever someone's laughing at the joke, but also it's like, oh, I shouldn't be laughing at this. Because a lot of my jokes are like, whenever I tell them to like coworkers or like someone I like hardly know, I usually get that one where you guys are used to it. My friends are used to it. But people that hardly know me, they're like, oh, I shouldn't say that. He shouldn't say that, but he said it. You shouldn't say it, but God damn it, he said it. And it's always a good feeling, but also I'm like, I should rethink some things. Did this unplug? No, it just looks weird. I know it's not good practice to bring up another podcast, but I never realized it, this feeling, because I was watching Lil Sass's podcast, like I usually do every week. And he was saying how like Mexicans, whenever they laugh like it's not okay to laugh, or like they're like, oh, I shouldn't be laughing, like, oh, that's like that's how every Mexican laughs. They're just like, oh, you went there. And I didn't realize that until he said it, and then everything just started clicking. I was like, that's just how. Yeah, I felt read like a damn book. It was, I mean, I do laugh like that, but it's not like my primary way of laughter. But
yeah, you got the giggles.
I get the giggles, it's true. But whenever he said that, I could just think of every just obese Mexican I've ever met and how they laugh. And they're like, oh, he went there. I was like, damn. I don't know why I went. I don't know. I forgot why.
I don't know why you went there.
I don't know why I went there, but damn it, I went there. But that was. It felt. Pieces in my brain felt like they were connecting. That's crazy, dude. I wish my frontal lobe was fully developed.
I mean, you only got a couple of years left.
Yeah, but I need my frontal lobe developed right now. I can't wait. I need to be prime me. I need to get in my zone.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not enthusiastic for it getting fully developed, because that means that it's going to get a whole lot harder to learn new shit.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, kinda.
Fuck.
Like, you lose a lot of your, like, it's It's a slow process. Like, it's not going to happen exactly when you turn 25 or
Yeah,
anything
I
like
know,
that. But yeah, you lose a lot of your neuroplasticity once you get to that age.
So it just becomes hard to learn. It's not like a psychological thing where it's like I don't want to learn anymore.
Well, I mean,
I feel like I'm always gonna want
it's
to
kind
learn.
of hand in hand because like
Um,
it's a psychochemical sort of thing.
God damn it.
Like, obviously, you can still learn shit, and like you can have the mindset to want to learn shit, but it's just that, like they always say, it's best to learn a language like before, like while you're a kid.
Yeah, I missed that mark already.
Well, yeah. So like that's why it's so much harder to learn a language when you're an adult, just because you don't have that same neuroplasticity that you had as a kid.
Yeah, I just want to. I feel like I'm just I have a curious mindset, but it's mostly just things I want to be curious about if I don't care about it. But actually, yeah, I'm only curious about things I care about. There's a lot of things where it's very hard for me to act like I care. And I think that's a psychological thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my narcissistic tendency showing. Being like, God, I don't care. Talk about me.
Yeah, side note, I'm just now noticing how many damn nails Div put up in here.
She put up so many nails.
Yeah, I can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
And that's
13.
not including the ones upstairs.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
kitchen. Yeah, it's a lot of nails.
Yeah, speaking of counting things, on my bike ride today, I counted 36 deer, like on the way there, and then 25 on the way back, many of which were probably the same deer, but...
Yeah, probably. But that's a lot of deer.
Yeah, especially for, like, near in Chicago.
Yeah, because I don't even see that many out in, like, the country whenever, like, I go out to, like, a ranch back home.
Mm.
Like, you see a couple, but, like...
Yeah, I guess it's just, like, a deer city, too, because they're all crowded into this one park area.
Yeah, that's fair. God, you got me real fucked up about the brain and, like, stop... Because I forget... I think it's Bruce Willis, I think.
I assume what you're talking about, yes.
He's going through dementia.
Yeah.
And, like, he's still him, but, like, it's harder for him to, like, read things. And, dude, that just fucked me up so hard. Because I'm like, that's something you just can't stop. And it's all in your head, and it affects everyone around you. And it just makes their life, it's hard to think about.
Yeah, my grandma on my dad's side, I never met her because she died when my dad was in college, but she died from, I think, early onset Alzheimer's. So that had to have been rough.
Yeah, it is too. Because you know, you don't want to go through it, so you know they didn't want to, like, yeah, it's just terrible. I need to rewatch The Sopranos because I know The Sopranos had like a decent portrayal of that too, and I remember just being like super, just like, man, this sucks. And you know, the older I grow, I'm like, damn, that sucks for them. But then I think the older I'm gonna become, I'm like, oh fuck, that could happen to me. It's not probable, but there's a good chance. And it just breaks my mind.
Yeah, and like it sucks to too, because like people are always saying like within the next however many generations we're gonna fix that sort of stuff, and then there's just gonna be a point where like, oh, nobody's dying anymore because of that. So you're like, are you gonna get on that train or are you gonna miss it by a minute?
I'm definitely gonna miss it by a minute, but do you think so? Do you think we'll make it?
I don't know. It kind of depends on like if. They're like how much the world goes to shit.
They made an mRNA vaccine in our lifetime. So, I mean, like, it's possible, I guess. I just don't know. You think the cure for cancer? Do you think we'll get to that? There's a lot of things. Yeah, the more I think about it, it's not even one of those that are like, are you going to... It gets really crazy. We can talk about this more. I don't know how much time we have left.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Let's talk about it more in like a couple of seconds because my mind is racing now. It's plenty of racing. My name's Jeff. All right, we're back. Got some more pillows on the ground. We're activated. But yeah, because we're at such a young age to where we could be like, oh, we still got a couple more. We got a bunch of more Marvel movies to look forward to. We got a bunch of like different. Like we're gonna see the next big Marvel movie, hopefully.
Yeah, we will probably live to see the end of Invincible.
Yes, we'll see the end of Invincible. I don't know. We'll see a couple more Star Wars movies. I don't know. Maybe we'll see Indiana Jones be recast. But as we get older, that's like less. Because I mean, and we also have like big things too. Like, oh, like are we gonna get robots soon? Like that's very much like with AI. People are trying to make it a big thing. You know, you got a bunch of. Have you seen those AI robots where they're like, "Show me the apple," and like picks up an apple, or not like "Show me the apple," but it's like, "I am hungry," and it's like, "Here's an apple."
Yeah, I don't know. Those just kind of feel gimmicky to me at the moment because it's clear that it's just like a performance sort of thing. Like there's no actual function for this sort of thing yet.
Yeah, like did you like Amazon? What's it called? The not self checkout, but like no checkout.
Oh yeah, the just walk out. Was that it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just a bunch of Indian dudes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Just watching. No, you can't do that. Arrest that man. That was basically it.
Yeah, side nerd tangent real quick. Do you know much about the Portal game franchise?
Enough, I think.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, like the turrets and whatnot, and how they have like the little "I'm gonna find you" voices or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
So one of the themes of those or like one of the persistent like aesthetics of those games is just like a lot of stuff is sentient for no reason. There's the companion cube that you're forced to kill in the first game, but it's like built up to be a sentient being, but despite like literally just being a block. But I feel like that's kind of what that the whole just walk out thing reminds me of. Like it's cheaper to put sentience into things that really shouldn't have it than like at least that's what Amazon thinks.
Yeah, it's really weird where we're at because it's still like not really, but like we're getting to the point where like it's more possible, and nobody's learning lessons from any of like the old like movies. Like this is the bad things that happens. Here's Space Odyssey, here's bad things with AI. I was like, oh, that's fun. I'm gonna ignore that. Let's just keep doing what we're doing.
Hey guys, this movie is about please don't invent the torment nexus. 5 years later, when the movie comes out, I'm Amazon. I think we should invent the torment nexus.
Why hasn't anyone invented the torment nexus, dude? Baby, we should not. Society should not go as far as creating a baby killer. Guys, I think we could make some major profits if we just go all in on the baby killer. Baby killer, say what you will about it. It kills babies, but it also kills our profit margins.
John, have you heard of the concept of Roko's basilisk?
I don't know what Roku is. Roku? I love Roku City.
Roko's basilisk.
No.
So it's essentially, I don't know that I'd call it like a theory, but it's this concept of in the future there's some AI that gets invented that has the ability to like control the universe essentially, and like
the Matrix.
So he goes on a spree of like going through all of reality like back in time and whatever, and then erasing anybody who didn't directly help his existence, because like I don't know what the thought behind it is, but essentially what it is like if you directly help this AI get made, then it'll spare you, but if you don't, it'll erase you. So the only way to spare yourself from being erased from history is to help invent the AI that erases everybody else from history. And like if you know that you're like if you know about it, then you're culpable for not helping it. So that's the whole thing. It's like an anti-meme because once you learn about it, then you're fucked.
I, for one, let's invent this AI. I'm down. Are you down? I'm down to invent this AI. Let's do it. I'm on the record pro AI that goes back in time and kills people.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'll say on the matter. I'm just covering all of our bases here. I do not think Hillary Clinton killed Jeffrey Epstein. I do not think that she did that. Further, I want it on the record that the killer AI that goes back in time and kills people that didn't help it should be invented. And I also think the Clinton family is innocent of any wrongdoings. This is what this podcast stands for. And that's how we'll continue on. But yeah, we're going to reach an age to where maybe like 2 more movies are going to be released. And that's it. Or there's going to be like TV shows where it's like, I'm not going to see the end of this. Like that's insane to me that like you have to go, because we're still young enough to where like, I don't have to think about that. I think that's another good reasoning for people that are like, yeah, I want to die kind of young. That's a good reasoning because like dealing with your own mortality at like the end of your life is pretty rough. There's so many things you have to think about. You have to think about you're closer to your death than your birth, and you know it for a fact. Like that's a dark feeling.
That's what a midlife crisis is.
Yeah. I don't even know when I'll have a midlife crisis. Because I don't know when the mid of my life will be. Hopefully by the middle of my life, I'm like, I've done some good. I'll be happy with this. Hopefully I'm not like, I need more. I should have helped the AI get created harder. I don't know. It's tough to think about your own mortality and getting older. It's not fun to think about. But do you think it would benefit society more if we like taught our children they're like, you're gonna die someday?
I mean, we do.
Yeah, but like we really hammer it home. Like we murder someone in their class and they're like, it could happen. Just like, hey, he was alive one day, now he's not. Sorry.
John, but I think you should write a dystopia kids novel, like Divergent or some shit.
Divergent, but it's just regular society, except
they kill one person in every class just to give people a fear of death.
In the 5th grade, we kill randomly. We have just a giant wheel. We spin it, and we're like, all right, Jacob, dead. Sorry. And that's just like how that's my presidential campaign. You're going to kill one of your friends. Hopefully it's the weird kid. But sometimes, who knows? It's the one popular girl everyone loves.
This is my platform. I'm going to kill one kid randomly in the 5th grade, and we're going to invent the torment nexus, and I'm going to help this damn Roko's basilisk get built.
And the Clinton family did nothing wrong. Ghislaine Maxwell should be free. Yeah. Would it be like just one kid a school or like once like a classroom? Because I know
I think you got to do once a classroom to really hammer it in, because then it's somebody that you knew. Like you can't just be like, this random guy that I didn't know got killed. Whatever, I'll move on with my life.
Okay, that's fair. Because I was gonna say my classrooms in elementary school were like they would kind of just like switch us around each year. So, but we all were like the same. We would have one teacher whole day, but it was the same. It was in the IB school, so it was all like the same. So like by 5th grade, you basically know everybody in your grade level.
Yeah, I mean, I had pretty much the same thing. I'm just saying, like, you got to be there to witness it.
Yeah, that's fair. But it could also like, how tough really are you? What if like you didn't know the kid and you don't know the full, depths of it? You should have been paying attention in class, buddy. Get ready to learn existentialism.
Yeah, they just kill the lowest graded student.
Ah, no, that'd be bad.
Oh, well, this whole thing is bad, John.
At least we're doing it at random.
I suppose, yeah. If you're killing the worst graded student, then you're just like self-selecting the people who have a poor home life.
Yeah, I don't want to punish them. I mean, granted, that would be way more accurate to society. Oh no. I literally just, that was bad. That was a bad thought. I was gonna say, what if we just killed the poorest kid? Just like whatever you have. Not even like it's not like your parents. You just have to get that much money. Like you don't like the all the teachers, they tell you every year, they're like, get your money up. You don't know what's gonna happen in the 5th grade. And then the laziest kid. Sorry, you didn't pay enough with taxes, brother.
Is this just Squid Game, but with the actual like target demographic for the games that they play?
It's Squid Games without the games. It's just Squid. Welcome to Squid. You're dead. Yeah, this whole concept is bad, but like I feel like the randomness of it all also helps with like, oh wow, it could be any of us. Or maybe we just give him a class pet and we just kill him in the 5th grade.
Like the first Kingsman movie, but like they actually kill the dog.
Yeah. But here's the thing. You don't know until you're like, it's kind of like Santa Claus. You don't know until you're older that he's not real. Whenever they kill the dog, they don't realize it, but that dog was going to die like that. It was just it's more like an ethical killing of the dog.
Yeah, so like, well, no, so you
We euthanize
like you're saying like they get told all throughout it that like once they reach a certain age, then their dog gets to graduate and go live among the whatever. Like they say, go up to the farm up north.
Yes.
But then just to hammer it home, they just shoot the dog in the head like in front of them.
Mm-hmm. Every class has a dog.
And then they're so traumatized that they're not gonna tell anybody else anyway.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck, just like death is random. It's like, there you go, you learned. You figured it out. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, kids. Sorry. One day, someone's just gonna shoot your dog in the head, and you're just gonna have to live with that. And they're like, oh, wow. Thank you, Teach. I really... Thanks, Teach. Yeah, I remember. I love that teacher. He shot my dog in the head, but like he knew his times tables. He drilled them into my head. And he also drilled a hole in our dog's head. But he was a good man at the end of the day. Jesus, what a fucked up little world. Fucked up.
At least this is more interesting than TikTok Riz Party.
It is. I love this. Yeah, this is what happens whenever we start talking about concepts and not just
events.
Yeah, I like it that way. We need to get, whenever we get the events into concepts, that's whenever we start cooking with gas. But I get, yeah, I think that's the ideal society. We just all right, guys. We heard your comments. We heard what the haters were saying. So my presidential platform will no longer be killing children. We will be killing dogs instead. And this way, hopefully, we can teach kids their mortality will come to an end. And if I understood this at a younger age, because I don't know, what was your first concept? Like, damn, I'm gonna die. What was? Did you ever have that moment, or just? Because I think for me, I just had like one day where I just like went to sleep, and I was like, what if that's all it is? And it just like ruined me.
I don't know. I don't know that I really had like a specific moment that it hit me, but
It's like a gradual thing, right?
I think it hit me more just like that other people are gonna die. Like I was always kind of whatever with my own death because oh no, I died. Well, I guess I'm dead.
You see, I always go through it's just a constant circle where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna die, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, oh fuck, and it's like, it could be every other day, or it could be every other like 4 months. It's a weird cycle to go through. But yeah, mortality it's not a fun concept, but we made it one. Like killing.
I don't know
dogs.
that we made it fun.
Well, we made it not Squid Game, just Squid. We're the Squid Party. We're the Squid Party because we don't play no games. God damn, it's so stupid. Well, that's all right. There we go. All right, we solved mortality. That's
We did it, Charlie. We solved mortality.
Yay! Bing! Smile. The kids, after realizing their teachers taught them mortality.
All right, that's all I needed. See you, nerds.
Ding! Let's see. What are some other talking points we have? I got 4. I'll let you. Songs that are stuck in my head. Do you have games on your phone? Watching SpongeBob and still loving it. Buying new and exciting things for the apartment. Song stuck in my head isn't that fun.
Then just get it out of the way.
I'll just save it for another day.
Fair enough.
I watched the SpongeBob movie last night.
You said that you were going to.
It was good. I forgot, bless you, that it could just be an adult movie if they really wanted to. SpongeBob at the beginning of the movie is so sad he doesn't get the job. He gets blackout drunk. And he's like, man. And then his hangover is so bad. He goes into his job, tells off his boss. The guy that's going to kill his boss, he tells him, yeah, kill that motherfucker. And it's not until he actually shoots him in the head or tries to shoot him in the head. SpongeBob is like, oh, no, I didn't mean it. Don't do it for me, please. And yeah. And then he has to go on a road trip, goes on a quest. And he goes into a bar. He starts a bar fight. They all hate him. They all bubble blow. We all know bubble blowing double baby. Is that what it's called? Double baby?
I don't know.
You don't watch SpongeBob.
I mean, I've seen the movie. I just don't remember.
Yeah. All bubble blowing double babies will be beaten senseless by every patron in the bar. That's the name. And I think that's just I think they're just calling them gay. I think that's just a hate crime. Are bubble blowers, is that just a gay slur in the SpongeBob universe? That guy, he blows bubbles. The more I say it,
he blows bubbles. Haha, I'm Bubbles.
God damn it. The more I say it, the more it does sound like. Is it actually one in real life? Or is this?
It could be.
Like, that dude's a bubble blower. We should coin that. We should just.
You want to coin a gay slur?
I mean, why not? I feel like, if not us, then who else? Do we want an actual homophobic person to do it? Or do you want someone that's a gay ally that's like just doing it for shits and giggles? That is the question we're here to answer. And hopefully when we answer this question, the AI will be invented because of this.
John, not to make a morbid analogy, but specifically to make a morbid analogy, you're saying it's better if like you're a Jew in Nazi Germany and they have just some random, like, I don't know, Chinese guy that doesn't give a shit about Jews, and they're like, hey, this guy's gonna shoot you instead of an actual Nazi. That's better, right?
Yeah, I guess we just came up with the concept of what were they called? Capos? Is that what were they called? Jewish people that became more like that Jewish people in concentration camps that were like basically cops.
I don't know that I've heard the term.
Hopefully, I didn't just say a slur. That's what. All bubble blowing babies will be beaten senseless. Oh, it's not double. I thought it was going to be double babies. All bubble blowing babies will be beaten senseless by every able-bodied patron in the bar. Yeah. So bubble blowing does sound. Look, I didn't come up with this. SpongeBob did. Okay. I'm simply. I didn't coin it. Steven Hillenberg did. What is the definition of capo's prisoner meaning? Jewish inmates who were forced by the Nazis to serve as stand-in guards. So yeah, we came up with the concept of capos on our own. I don't think that's good. But yeah, I guess Harrison, you're a bubble blower. God, that's gonna. I can't wait. I genuinely might start using that. You know Amy's kid from down the block.
I heard he's a bubble blower.
I'm hearing he's blowing bubbles on the side, if you know what I mean.
Now that I'm thinking about it, when was the last episode that we actually had Harrison in? I feel like it's been a while.
Timeline-wise, it's been a while. Episodes-wise, this is just the second episode. Because he wasn't here the last one, but we took a week-long break because of Easter. So, we'll get that bubble blower back at some point. God, that sounds... The more I say it, the more wrong it sounds. Like, I shouldn't be saying it, but I also feel like that makes it good. that I shouldn't feel like I should say it.
Yeah, like it seems like it, like you type it out on Twitter or something, but it gets picked up by the bot. So you got to do BU or B asterisk B. Wait.
Yeah, B asterisk bl.
Yeah.
Bl.
BL asterisk WER.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it could be an adult. I mean, like looking back, like I don't really think whenever I watch SpongeBob. I'm more just like watch and learn from the master. I watch a master at work. So finally watching it like this time around, I was like, oh wait, I could watch this whenever I want to, and I'm still gonna laugh. I'm still gonna enjoy it. And I thought that was beautiful. I was like, it's in my Letterboxd favorites. I got SpongeBob movie, 8.5, Casablanca, and La La Land. Those are the top 4. And I don't think SpongeBob is ever going to leave. And the animation is actually really, like, solid. Like, I forgot where someone mentioned it. I think a lot more people are tweeting about it because it's actually on a streaming platform again for the first time in I don't know how long. But every frame is unique. I think a lot of time and effort went into it, and you can tell just very blatantly, and I really appreciate that. So I was like, oh yeah, this is timeless.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably one of the first like animated children's TV cartoons that had like a good like first movie.
Yeah, because like was Jimmy Neutron? No, Jimmy Neutron was
Jimmy Neutron's different because it started with the movie.
It did?
I think so. Yeah. I think it was the movie first, and then it went out into the series after that. I could be wrong, though. I'm not an expert on Jimmy Neutron.
Me neither. So that's why I was confused. Because that was nominated.
Yeah.
SpongeBob movie should have been nominated. I think so. Yeah. Animation was good enough. Story was good enough. It would have gone against Finding Nemo, which is rough. But like that's not a bad second place. Nomination should have been warranted. Did Jimmy Neutron start with movie? Because you also got the Jimmy Timmy Power Hours, and those were goated. Did Jimmy Neutron start with movie? The film was based on a few 5-minute animated shorts shown on Nickelodeon in 2001. Yeah, okay, I guess it was. The series serves as a direct sequel to the film. I had no idea. That's crazy. Because I thought it was one of those like first season movie, and then they just kind of went through with it. That makes so much sense now. Why the animation was so bad, and it got like significantly better for the TV shows.
No.
It was nominated for an Oscar.
To be fair, that was back in the infancy of the best animated picture category.
It really pisses me off that SpongeBob wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because like it wouldn't have won, but it would have
been nominated.
It was better than the Jimmy Neutron movie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Jimmy Neutron doesn't get blackout drunk. Jimmy Neutron's not like me. Like that bar scene at the very beginning, I'm like, dude, everyone's been there. Everyone's been looked over for a promotion that they were supposed to get, and whenever they didn't do it, they go out with their best friend and they just start harassing an entire bar. Everyone goes through that. And the fact SpongeBob also went through it, I was like, it's timeless. So
he's just like me.
He is just like me. And he needs more respect on his name. So, yeah, I watched it, gave it 5 stars. I've actually watched it twice in the past 24 hours. I watched it last night, and I watched it this morning. I didn't know what to watch, and I saw it, and it was just looking back at me, and he was like, come on, John. Hey. I was like, fuck. I can't quit you, SpongeBob. We'll always have Bikini Bottom. I need to watch Brokeback Mountain. I haven't watched it. But I keep on... I love referencing it. I can't quit you. I don't know what else I could... Me, whenever I see my third beer. I can't quit you.
I mean, you kind of did do that, though. You did quit it.
I didn't quit my third... Or quit the beer?
Like, quit after your third beer.
I've been better at that, yeah. But no. But I can't quit drinking the third beer. I feel like the third beer is ideal. I think that's what I'm saying. We'll always have... I don't know. That's it. How many more minutes do we have on there? Like and subscribe to the podcast if you're this deep. 'Cause I have
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I want to buy more things for the apartment. I just don't know what to buy. I want to get a whiteboard.
Yeah, well, that's probably the first thing, because that's what is missing.
No, I want to get it for myself, like downstairs. Like I want to have one that I've looked at ones that are on stands. They're like $100. I don't know if I want to. I have enough disposable income to get one, but I'm like, do I really need it?
Yeah, that's the
It's
thing.
more
You
of a
could just
fun thing.
save your money.
Exactly. I also want like posters for my room, not just like around the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Bookshelf, not yet, but I feel like if I keep on getting myself to read, then I could warrant a bookshelf. Vinyl player. There's just so many things I need to buy. I need to consume. I need to invigorate the economy. That's what I was built to do. I need to build the economy so that Hillary Clinton can be elected for next year's election. That's what I need. What other cool things could we get for the apartment? Like, I don't know. Just because I feel like we try to think like extravagant, but like sometimes it's something simple.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably at some point just get new chairs for the dining room table. Also, possibly a new dining room table.
Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say I think the chairs are fine. The dining room table is
Well, I mean, if you're not using one of the pads, they're pretty hard.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like every time I use the table, I'm gonna break it.
That's just because you're on the end.
Yeah, that's fair. But like even like the legs are just shaky. Fellas, you ever at beep avenue and the chair wobbles, you want to move the table. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
We are
Whoa,
stopped.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Apparently,
Oh, we stop.
it's over.
Okay. Poo. All right. Make me walk.